everyone, how is everyone doing today? My name is Gina and I am doing great. So today I want to show you how I created these little flowers. I know I've done flower videos before, so this is going to be hopefully a short video, but I did do something a little bit different with these. I used embossing powder. I've never done that before, so that's something a little new. This one is my favorite. Isn't it so cute? So I've used dies on these, which I'll go over in the video and everything like that. Now, I've created these to go onto my Halloween themed mini album. Oh, I've got it built. I just need to embellish it, which will be my next video, probably for next week. So, yeah, isn't it adorable? I love it. I think it's so cute. Now, I did not videotape me building it because I've already built an album, because this is using my latest template that I created with the SVG file. So I didn't feel like I needed to go ahead and show y'all how I built the pages, because I've already done that. So, but I'll probably on the video show you how I'm going to do the cover and one other page that I have an idea for inside. So hopefully that will be a short video too. Try not to make super long videos, right? Because if you've noticed, I've cut my videos, the amount of videos that I do per week down dramatically. I'm doing them just once a week, and I've mentioned this in a previous video, I do believe, the reason why, and it's because Amanda is going to college. She's doing dual enrollment, and we're gone several days out of the week, and I just don't have time to do videos like I had before. But hopefully come January, all that will change, and I can get back on my schedule of doing at least 2 to 3 videos a week. So for right now, though, it's really pushing to do 1 a week. So with that said, if you're interested in knowing how I created these cutie pie little flowers, please just stay tuned. I appreciate it so much that y'all are supporting me still with my videos. I really appreciate it, in my Etsy store. So, alright y'all, if you're interested, just keep on watching. Okay, so as I was thinking about making my flowers, I thought I would try this. I've never done this before, so I don't know if it's going to work. But I'm taking some of my Versamark ink and just taking my old script stamp that I always use. And I've already printed out from my paper pack the purple on front and back, right? But just on one side, I'm just going to just stamp it along, right? And just like I would make a background. Okay, so I've used a couple of my dies. I've used this one, which is the one I got at the expo, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I've made a couple of the smaller ones. Aren't they cute? And then I made one kind of like what I did in my class. So there's one, and I added glitter to it. But I wasn't very satisfied with that one. So I'm going to try to make another bigger one. And I just did the same thing, but used my distress dot stamp and embossed it. I think it's cool when it's embossed because it gives it texture. Okay, so what we do on this guy is, let's see, I think I want to use this ball, is you kind of do on the back side. Now they have this, it's kind of like a molded template, I would say, embossing folder, I guess, that you could buy that goes on. There is a stamp set which is what I used here. I stamped it first, and then I used the die cuts because I had the set to go with that. But they also have, because let me show you what I did at the class in the expo. So this is what we did in the expo. And you see there's embossing on it. It makes it look really, really, really pretty. But it's kind of like a folder, sort of, kind of. And you kind of sandwich it together. You wet the paper and you sandwich it together, and it makes it really pretty like that. Well, I did not purchase that because, you know, it's a little expensive. So I'm like, I don't think I'm going to need it. And with it, it looks really, 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 like, it looks really pretty, not going to lie. So I might invest next year, or maybe go online and purchase it if I make this flower very often. I do like it. I think it turned out pretty. But for right now, I'm just using my Tonic Floral Creatives kit here. I love this kit. Especially if you make flowers, it's so worth it to purchase this. So you kind of just go on the back side, and you kind of want to bow it up, you know, like this. So we're going to do that. Oh, I should have inked first. I need to go back and ink. Let me do this one, and then I'll go ink. I'm going to go ahead and ink all of them. And I think I'm going to use the purple, not black. You know, since this is a Halloween inspired album, I went ahead and used the greens and the blacks and the oranges and stuff like that. So I think though, let's see, I think I used archival ink. I think that's what I used. I used this Majestic Violet was what I used. So let me just ink all these flowers very quickly, and I will be back. Okay, and I just wanted to show, on these I used the archival ink, but on the rest of these, I'm going to use my distressed inks. And I've got this cool little, I bought it off of Amazon. You got like 10 for $6. It is so cool. It's makeup brushes, but they blend so beautifully. And I really, really, really like them. And then they clean up, and that's what's cool, because you can clean it with just like a baby wipe, you know. And then you can use them on all different colors. So you don't have to buy like a whole bunch of things to, you know, have your different colors. So that makes it really nice. Alright, isn't that cool? I love it. Because I'm going to be wetting these, and I didn't, see if I can't go over this, because I'm going to be wetting this too. I'm going to be wetting these too, because I'm making them like I made my vintage flowers. So if you've not seen that video, I'll try to remember to link it so that you can take a look at them, how I did that, the technique I used to do it. I really like the technique. It makes them look really pretty. So I'm going to be wetting these, so I kind of wanted to use the distressed ink so that it will go onto the flower petals better. So, alright, so let me ink these up, and I will be right back. Okay, so then once you get them all on the back side curled up like that, then what we want to do is we want to take them and let's use this ball. Yeah. And now you just want to press, right, like this, right in the middle. And what I like to do is, now I take my art glitter glue. You just need a little drop, not too much. And just like any flowers that you make, you want to make sure that you are going in the opposite direction. And then just push that down. And that makes a cute little flower on its own. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love the little polka dots. All right, and we're going to do the same thing for the big guy. Right. And these are supposed to be camellia carnations. So, and then again, just press them down together just to make sure. Add a little bit of art glitter glue, just a drop. And we're just gonna, when you push down like that, when you have this little foamy thing, it kind of like sucks the flower. So now what you want to do, now you've got your bigger flower and then the middle flower, is now we're going to place those in together like so. And again, we're making sure this bottom petal is going to go in between, right? We don't want to go on top like that. We want to do like that. Because when you do that, it makes it look fuller, right? And then it looks more realistic. I do like this die. It's really pretty. And then when you know, and now then when you have the stamp on it too, but I like this little polka dot. It's cute as all get out. And I just like to hold it for like a few seconds just to make sure that they're joining hands, right? Oh my goodness. Isn't that adorable? I love it. I only cut out those, just the two things, because let me show you the die cut actually. So it comes together like this, right? So I just did this twice on my paper. Let me go ahead and make the ones that look like the vintage flowers. And I'm going to go ahead and just roughly, you don't have to do this part, but I find it easier to go ahead and kind of break the fibers in the paper like this. Because we're going to wet these. Alright, so let me do this off camera. I'm going to do that on all of these and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've got those semi-curled up. They were a little hard to do with that embossing on there. Oh, I forgot to tell you the dies I used. These are from wish.com. I'm sorry, I can't help you much more than that. But, yeah, so there's those dies that I used for that. Okay, and so all you do with these, I'll just do a little quick thing, is we're just going to put a dot of glue. And again, making sure that our petals are not on top of each other. We don't want them to go right on top. We want them to go in between, right? So we're going to do that for both piles of these flowers. And when we get that done, I'll be back. So now I'm starting with my roses, and I used my favorite rose die, which is from Spellbinders, called Timeless Heart. I love this die. It makes the best, in my opinion, the best looking roses ever. I love it so much. There it is. Oh, I love it. The best investment I ever made. So I'm creating a rose, and I have a more extensive video on how to create roses if you're interested in it, but that's not fast forward like this one is. But you just take the first two layers and you're going to put them, you know, upside down, and then you're going to create, you're going to kind of pinch the petals like I'm doing right there to make it easier to glue them. Now when you're gluing each layer on the bottom of the layer, they will be points, and those points need to go onto the other petal. Because then what you do, as you can see here, is you're going to take the glue, and on the second level you put it like in the middle of that petal, and you're going to push it up onto what you've already laid down there. And I like to go every other petal, only because it just looks better, in my opinion. I like the way that looks. So here again, I'm making sure that the points are in with the petal. And with these petals, I'm not pinching them on the third layer, but I am, as you see, rolling them back, kind of opening them up a little bit. And then I put the glue on the bottom third of the petal. I used art glitter glue at first, and then I ended up hating it because it doesn't glue fast enough when you're making roses. So then I switched to my hot glue gun. And again, you just keep doing that for each layer. Now the fourth layer, you should have 5 layers minimum for a rose. And on the fourth layer, you're going to glue the very bottom of the petals up. And then the very last layer, the 5th layer, you do not have to glue it at all. And you see they turn out beautifully. And I sprayed it with my own shimmer spray that I created using alcohol and eyeshadow, metallic eyeshadow. Now here I'm making my vintage looking flowers. And this time though, when I made it, I took my time. Usually I just squish them up really just fast and hard or whatever after I wet the layers. But on these two, I took more time and kind of sculpted them the way that I wanted them to look. Plus, you know, with the embossing, I wanted to make sure that the paper didn't rip, because, you know, it has a little bit of weight to it. And being that this is the first time that I've done this with embossing, I wanted to make sure that it was okay. And I worried a little bit about reheating it, but it worked out fine. And so you just take your heating tool, you heat it till it's dry. It's like incredible. It kind of shrinks up. It's just so cool. I love making these flowers. I love this technique so much. Again, there's more extensive video to show you how to do that without it being fast forward if you want. In here, I'm just putting some of that chunky glitter glue on there using some fluid matte medium. And I just love them. They turned out so cute. I think they're going to look really cute in the album. So I hope that you enjoyed watching these, and just try using the embossing powder. I just wanted some texture on the flowers, and so I thought I'm going to just try embossing powder. And I'm glad I did, because I think that they turned out really cool. The texture of them is really cool. So I really liked it. So I hope you liked it too. I hope you learned a little bit of something. So I appreciate you watching the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And thank you so much if you have. I'm almost to 3,000 subscribers, and I cannot believe it. So thank you. So y'all be good to one another, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much for watching and supporting me. Bye.